Today we're looking at the worst Magic the Gathering cards, but they've got great art, so you can at least look at something. They got a little bit of eye candy to them. We'll start off with Little Dead Fly's Gift of Orzhova. This is a 3-mana aura, which already makes it sort of a stinker. Enchant the creature, and enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. Sorry, and flying and lifelink. So if you are not completely blown out, or if you are blown out by targeting your creature and it gets killed in response, at least you can stare at your Gift of Orzhova in the graveyard. Now, of course, this is sort of an art show, so it's totally open to interpretation. I'm not going to judge anybody's taste in art, because it's very wildly different from one person to another. Indiana Jones from Oath of Lim-Dûl in the Ice Age. Oath of Lim-Dûl. Can I look it up properly? Oath of Lim, L-I-M. There we go. Oh my goodness. You like this? You like the old scary art. This is very alpha, beta. This is very classic Magic the Gathering style. 4 mana for an enchantment. For each 1 damage dealt to you or 1 life you control, sacrifice a permanent you control or choose and discard a card from your hand. You cannot sacrifice Oath of Lim-Dûl in this way. What? Ignore this effect if you control no permanents other than Oath of Lim-Dûl and have no cards in hand. Black, draw a card. I don't even know what I just read. Okay, we have to read the ancient... Screw the ancient scripture. Okay, when you lose life, for each 1 life lost, we have to sack a permanent other than this enchantment, but we can discard a card. You know, this is just like another form of Chains of Mephistopheles. I mean, we got the ability black, draw a card. You know, this is sort of a combo card. If you can play one of those cards that make, you know, where your life total can't change, then you follow it up with the Oath of Lim-Dûl. You got to spend some mana to get those cards, but, you know, you're still going to get some mana there. Okay, next up, we have Archangel. Not even Archangel. We also have... Yeah, okay, it's all Archangels. A Teleria. That's a good call. You know what? I also like the art to Teleria. It's very... This almost looks like it could have been Tropical Island. But the card is stone useless. Well, I mean, maybe not completely stone useless. It's pretty bad, though. Legendary Land to tap for a blue mana and tap during upkeep. Remove the banding or bands with other ability from target creature until end of turn. Pretty narrow. I mean, borderline garbage. We got Expa with... I absolutely love the art in Field Creeper. It was draft filler, but I like the art enough that I made it my profile pick for a while. Oh yeah, I can say it's got a... You know, it's got a whole Nightmare Before Christmas sort of feel to it. It's literally just a 2-mana 2/1 Scarecrow. And those poor Scarecrow decks, I mean, they're starving for playables. They probably have to play the Field Creeper. They don't got a choice. Next up, we got Mercenary with Inner Chamber Guard, which is a 2-mana 0/2 with Bushido of 2. And that's it. When this creature blocks or becomes blocked, it gets +2/+2. Why would anyone ever want to block this card? It's dealing 0 damage. Okay, actually, there's one reason you might want to block it, is if you're up against like a ninjutsu deck. That'd be very tricky. The Bushido ninjutsu deck. It's probably going to pull a fast one on you. Pretty nice art as well. Very, very nice. Alex Gibson says, shout out to Nizahan Magic, the video on this topic, for showing me. Was this show inspired by Nizahon? Paraceline exists. Oh yes, very, very majestic looking. We have a 3-mana sorcery, destroy all enchantments. You gain 1 life for each enchantment destroyed this way. I mean, I have to admit, I would never play this card. But the effect is really not that bad. The only problem is, you know, there's very rarely are people playing like all-out enchantment decks. Next, we got Sammy with Gleemax. This is a fake. It's a fake card. It's very fake. Dinglebag with Skursdag Cultist. You can get fake cards. You gotta pay to get the fake cards on this show. Skursday Cultist is a 4-mana 2/2 human shaman. Pay a red, tap, sacrifice a creature. Skursday Cultist deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Today's show is like we're giving a shout out to all those artists. They were given a chance to make a Magic the Gathering card. They went all out. You got the flames going on here. You got the this thing is giving me such vampire vibes because of like the coat. It doesn't feel like a human shaman. They went all out on these arts, and they were given like sort of a stinker card, but it's their card. Maybe it was their entry into getting more cards from Wizards of the Coast. Dangerous one with the super chat. Thank you so much. Morin Fen. One of my all-time favorites. Terrible card, though. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what cards? I mean, after your card, maybe I'll share one of mine. Morin Fen, a 5-mana, 5/4 legendary Phyrexian Horror. There's only one Morin Fen. Cumulative upkeep, pay 1 life. It's, you know what? I think back then that was pretty strong. This was like Juzam Djinn levels of power, and you had flying, so you could fly over a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, you know, the old Sarah Angel could block it. So also this is Weatherlight. It's pretty far away from Alpha and Beta. That card looks actually pretty good at the time. Of course, it's completely worthless now. Oh, it's a reserve list card. You know, a card that comes to mind for me, I didn't start the show with one, because I don't know, a lot of people might know the story of the Thieving Magpie. This hands down got me into the game. I love the art of this card. I've got a bunch of foil Thieving Magpies that I've personally collected, because I like the art so much. At the time, I thought this card was good. It was like sort of good. It is definitely really bad now. I mean, it's just stone cold worthless. 4 mana for a 1/3 that does nothing upon ETB, and you have to deal 1 damage to your opponent to draw a card. No, now absolute trash. Okay, next let's get Christopher B's Wellgabber. I think I'm gonna hear a bunch of cards I've never heard of before. Wellgabber Apothecary. It's a merfolk. It's probably terrible if it's never come across my attention. Wellgabber. This Wellgabber is a 5-mana 2/3 merfolk cleric for 2 mana. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to target tapped merfolk or Kithkin creature you control. Why are we helping the Kithkins over here? Should just be merfolk Kithkin, perhaps. I like the framing of this card, though. You know what? I like that. I'm a big fan of framing and cinematography. John with the super chat. Leviathan has neat art. It's iconic. I mean, no one's gonna forget this. Maybe especially if you're an old-time player. I saw tons of these in the bulk bin, just like millions of them, an infinite number of them, and I saw so many of them in like, you know, the blue card box that I knew it had to be worthless. I didn't even have to read the card. I just knew that the quantity was way too high. Kano, Words of Worship. I'm gonna go with Words of Worship. Rebecca, is it Gway or Gay? I don't actually know how to pronounce her last name. Or maybe it's Guy, for all I know. Words of Worship is a 3-mana enchantment for 1 mana, and the next time you would draw a card this turn, you gain 5 life instead. Oh my god. We're exchanging the best resource in the game for one of the worst resources in the game. Pronounced Gay. Rebecca Gay. Shout out to Rebecca Gay. Next up, we've got Bryce. Regeneration. You mean like the old ones? Regeneration has some great art. The old-fashioned... Well, you didn't. You should have been a little bit more specific. I'm assuming we're going to go with the original. The original is very Magic the Gathering-like. It's an aura for 2 mana. For green, target creature regenerates. No surprise here. That's the ultimate problem with like auras like this. Like, oh, you're not gonna be surprised when it regenerates. There's no blowout potential. Next up, let's take Mello is like, has Bolduvian Shaman? I thought that was a good card. Bolduvian. Maybe I'm mistaking it for another card. Oh, this card. Oh yeah, this is awful. If no, this has not been done. Permanently was misspelled in this print. Really? Permanently. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Typos in Magic the Gathering. Permanently. Change the text of target white enchantment you control that does not have cumulative upkeep by replacing all instances of one color word with another. For example, you may change counters black spells to counters blue spells. Bolduvian Shaman cannot change mana symbols. That enchantment now has cumulative upkeep of 1. Is it only stuff you control? Change the text by text of target white enchantment. Oh, it's only you control. This is weird. We're gonna give our own card cumulative upkeep for nothing. But it's a sweet classic art. Next up, we got Benjamin Berkey with the Nebuchadnezzar. You mean from the Matrix? 5 mana for the 3/3. Oh, a classic Richard Kane Ferguson. I didn't know Richard made cards so long ago. I didn't pay close enough attention to the old ones. Legendary creature, human wizard, X tap. Name a card. A target opponent reveals X card at random from their hand. The player then discards all cards with that name revealed this way. Activate this ability only during your turn. Richard Kane Ferguson was given some stinkers back then. Now given the good stuff. It only took, like, what? This thing came out in Legends. That was 1993. Can we get the Legends version? Or 1994? What is this? 32 years later gets the good stuff. Maybe a little bit earlier. We have Gillum with Urborg Phantom. Oh, we have Urborg Phantom, a 3-mana 3/1. It can't block. Oh my god, it's the invasion card. For a blue, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by Urborg Phantom this turn. That doesn't make any flavor sense to me. Why? Why would blue prevent combat damage? Like removing itself from combat. No, I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. Neat looking card though. We have Alex Bruce with Angel of Lights. How many of you collect these cards that you're mentioning? Like, do you have a big binder stashed of all these things? Angel of Light, a 5-mana 3/3. It's got flying, it's got vigilance. You know what? This actually looks like some sort of legendary planeswalker level art on this card. This was an incredible... Poor Todd Lockwood put his soul into this thing, and in the end, it's only like a 5-mana vigilance flying creature. Should have been 2 mana. Could have been even maybe 1. Next up, we have Leon Corgi with Breach the Multiverse. Is this a good card? It's got to be. Remember, it's bad cards, good art. Breach. Am I not spelling this right? Oh, I'm thinking of maybe a different Breach. Okay, 5. What is it? 7 mana. Sorcery. Each player mills 10 cards. For each player, choose a creature or planeswalker card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. Then each creature you control becomes a Phyrexian. This card looks really good. But it's 7 mana, so maybe I'm wrong. But it's got a sick art to it. It's a phantom, so the attack passes through it. Oh, for the Urborg Phantom? I guess. Then shouldn't it just be a shadow creature in the first place? Or is it like a shadow creature that can like literally at will pass through other things? Okay, we're going to take a look at more of the most terrible cards with great art. But if you're a collector of those cards, look no further than FusionGamingOnline.com to buy them at will. Of course, deal of the week this week, 10% off all Secret Lair singles and box sets. Not to mention, you can also support the channel buying their singles from Lorwyn Eclipsed. Yes, we finally have a Lorwyn Eclipsed I don't know, image so that you can pre-order your cards at FusionGamingOnline.com. But I got a secret trick for all of you. It's you use coupon code Nikachu at checkout. They got a place for a coupon code, so you can get 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel. Thank you so much to everyone who supports. All right, and we're back to the worst cards with great art. Lay down on me, people. You're not late. You're early. We're not even a quarter through the show. We got, okay, Argentina with righteousness. Righteous. Maybe it's just me. Look, art is in the eye, or was it blood? I don't know the saying. You're the one who determines if the art is cool. I like the colors of this card. It's a white instant. Target blocking creature gets +7/+7 until end of turn. Okay. So you're just going to completely blast. It's like a very awkward combat trick. In response, someone could blow up the creature before it becomes a 7/7. So you lost 2 creatures, or 2 cards instead of just 1 for 1. Next up, we've got a super chat from Dangerous One. Living dangerously here. Dwell in the past. Another Rebecca Gay card. She does have super nice art. It's too bad she doesn't produce more art for Wizards on a regular basis. She's too big. She's gone big time. Dwell in the Past is a green sorcery. Target player shuffles up to 4 target cards from their graveyard into their library. I swear, this is not the only Rebecca Gay card where, you know, you're shuffling cards from somewhere back into the deck. Next up, we got DPV's 007 with Lupine Prototype. Badass artwork, extremely niche use cases. So you like these wolf mechs? Because it's 2 mana 5/5 wolf construct. This creature can't attack or block unless a player has no cards in hand. We need to be hellbent. But it's like a Tarmogoyf. How can you... I bet this card could sort of work somewhere. This card's underestimated. This is actually looks like one of the best bad cards I've ever seen. Because you can still play this on turn 2 and then maybe play something that wipes out everybody's hand simultaneously. An eye for an eye, basically. Next we got Bell with Urza's Mitre. No, I am mightier than you, Mishra. Okay, Urza's Mitre is a 3 mana. You like the Pope hat? It's a Pope hat. Isn't that just a... Like, correct me if I'm wrong. This thing just looks like a Pope hat. Or it's a bishop. Or it's a bishop hat. I'm thinking, the hat looks like a chess piece. Okay, whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, if it wasn't sacrificed, you can pay 3. If you do, you draw a card. It's put into a graveyard from the battlefield. It wasn't sacked. So if someone destroyed my own artifact, I have the option to pay 3 mana. And then I can actually cash in on that damn thing. Cash it for scrap. Steve Cooper, you can use the 5/5 Wolf Construct to crew, charge planet cards. That's actually a great idea. Great idea, Steve Cooper. Okay, everyone, we're going to pump up the price of Lupine Prototype. Everyone got to buy that card. And you can buy them at FusionGamingOnline.com. It's going to be it's new secret tech. Old Friend Bear with Earthbind. Yeah, I do. To be honest, I don't even remember what this card does. All right, so for some people who are huge fans of Earthbind, it is technically an aura. When this aura enters, if enchanted creature has flying, this aura deals 2 damage to that creature, and this aura gains enchanted creature loses flying. Oh, so it's actually like a shock. Enchanted creature has flying. If enchanted creature has flying, it deals 2 damage to it. So it's pins down the flying creatures. Urza, I don't have a God's complex. Urza's hat for the Pope hat. I like that. Why did Urza have a mitre anyway? It can't be a casual. I don't know. I don't know what he was up to. Vec with Stargaze. This is a black X sorcery. Look at twice X cards from the top of your library. Put X cards from among them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose X life. But we look at twice the X cards, then we can put equal to the X cards, and then we're going to lose as much life. This doesn't look that bad. I don't know what to compare this to, though. Obviously, it's worse than, say, Necropotence or, like, Necrodominance, which you can just play 3 mana, and you're just going to keep all the cards. You get to keep everything. But you don't get to dig. But you also don't have to pay that much mana to go that far. It's got a very spacey... How do I compare it? It's like looking at the universe through the brain of a wolf or something. Well, what is this animal? Oh, it's a bat. Some bat folk dedicate their lives to seeing the world beyond them. Ah, I see. Okay, next up we've got Wandering Pict with Niv Mizzet Guild Pact. You like the guild? This is a bad Niv Mizzet? Oh, it's 15 cents. Maybe it is. Has some of my favorite art, but ... 5 mana for a 6/6. Flying Hexproof from Multicolor. So not from Monocolor. Whenever Niv Mizzet Guild Pact deals combat damage to a player, it deals X damage to any target. Target player draws X cards, and you gain X life, where X is the number of different color pairs among perms you control that are exactly 2 colors. So you need a lot of color pairs over here. So it like combos with the other Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet Reborn. Niv Mizzet Reborn will get you your color... Or will it get you color pairs? Yeah, it gives you color pairs. Different color pairs among perms you control. Next, we'll look at Felicia, Season of Weaving. For the record, I think that Niv Mizzet's pretty powerful. Alt arts are allowed? Absolutely. So just let me know the set that it came from. Ooh, I love Season of Weaving. I love that art for Season of Weaving. 6 mana sorcery. Oh yeah, probably didn't go that far. It's like a really expensive, clunky cryptic command. You have 5 paw worth of modes. For a paw, you can draw a card. For 2 paw, choose an artifact or creature you control and make a token copy of it. For 3 paw, return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. Love the art on Season of Weaving. Unfortunately, didn't go anywhere. The exactly 2 colors ruins it. Oh, true. Okay. Next we've got CSDX with Bria. Where am I? How did I get here? Bria, Riptide, Rogue. We have an Otter. We have 4 mana for a 3/3 Otter Rogue with Prowess. Other creatures you control have Prowess. And then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. This card looks insane. Okay, I can't. Can I accept this? Is this actually bad? Remember, this card's got to be terrible. It has Prowess. It gives all the other creatures we control Prowess. But then maybe we don't have too many. Yeah, I think Bria is far from worse. Disqualified! Guys, it's been a while. Old friend Bear is a huge fan of Bria. Okay. Bria gets disqualified. Too good for this show. It's gotta be garbage. We gotta look at some trash. Progenitus! Too much, sure, why not? This card's aged badly. Does anyone still play with this card? It wasn't even good. It was a Grand Prix promo once, and it wasn't even good back then. Double Wooburg for a 10/10. Protection from everything. If Progenitus would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, reveal it and shuffle it back into the library instead. You can't reanimate it. Even if you could reanimate it, I don't even know if this would be a good card by today's standards. It's not like this is a target to get with Goryo's Vengeance or anything like that. But it's a really menacing art, that's for sure. There was a From the Vault card too. They just, I don't know, Wizards marketing research found out like everyone loves Progenitus. This has got to be like a noob trap or something. They suck you in with Progenitus, and then at some point you realize it's not even really any good. Fan Factor with Head Games. This is a 5 mana sorcery. The head is missing. Is the head falling off? I think so. Target opponent puts the cards from their hand on top of their library. Search that player's library for that many cards. The player puts those cards into their hand, then shuffles the library. Puts the cards from their hand on top of their library. Search that player's library for that many cards. The players... I don't get that. What does this card do? Target opponent puts the cards from their hand on top of their library. Search that player's library for that many cards. The player puts those cards into their hands. What, I just look for a bunch of lands? Is that it? For 5 mana, I can stack my opponent's handful of lands. Because then we're shuffling all the good cards away. Puts the cards from their hand. Yeah, they get rid of... They lost everything. They just get a bunch of hands. You replace their hand with trash. It didn't say, like, I can give them, like, I can just put a bunch of basic lands in their hand. Interesting. This card is very curious. Okay, next up, we've got Arrow with Baird Argivian Recruiter. Stained glass art. Let's get the stained glass. Ooh, stained glass art. You like that style, huh? It's a 2-mana 2/2 human soldier. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Got that. Very holy stained glass look over there. Baird is meant for great things. Steve Cooper with Hobgoblin Captain? What? Is that a Spider-Man card? Isn't there a Hobgoblin? I swear there's a Hobgoblin in Spider-Man. And why hasn't it been in a movie? But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken with the Green Goblin. Hobgoblin Captain. 2-mana 3/1. Pack Tactics. Whenever Hobgoblin Captain attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, Hobgoblin Captain gains first strike until end of turn. This guy has, like, legendary energy. Unfortunately, only an NPC, technically. Hobgoblins are a D&D. You're right. You're thinking of Green Goblin? Hobgoblins. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look up Hobgoblin Spider-Man. I have this vision of there is someone with a yellow hood on. But maybe I'm just totally wrong. Yeah, there's this guy. Hold on. No one remembers the Hobgoblin? Like, am I taking crazy pills here? I swear that this was, like, literally one of the most defining villains in Spider-Man, and I don't think they've made a single movie out of this guy. Not a single one. Norman's son was technically Hobgoblin. Oh! Well, they screwed him up because they should just made him the Hobgoblin instead of just a second goblin. He was supposed to be Hobgoblin. They screwed it up! People only remember the Goblin. Okay, next up. We're going to go with William We did Nebuchadnezzar. Sorry, so we actually did that one. I don't know if it came from you. There are so many legendaries from Legends that could fit here. We have 2 for Nebuchadnezzar. We have Vibrant Toucan with Leery Fog Beast. This is this looks like an art from National Geographic or something. This is a 3-mana 4/2 beast. Whenever Leery Fog Beast becomes blocked, prevent all combat damage that be dealt this turn. Like, this is basically harmless. All your creatures have protection from Leery Fog Beast. That's basically what it says. Steve Cooper, Hobgoblins in the D&D came first in 1974, and Hobgoblin in the Marvel character came out in 1983. Oh, and a folklore creature way before that, most probably. Well, I was thinking about a Hobgoblin from Spider-Man, and the internet proved me right. Okay, we're going to take a look at more of these terrible cards with amazing art, but I'll tell you where you could rent them from, if you even need to, as Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards on Magic Online. There's a digital platform, Magic Online, where you can play Standard, Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Commander, One-on-One Commander, 4-player Commander, CDH, Casual. But you don't want to buy all the cards for every single deck possible, but you don't need to. You can play all formats and all decks possible when you rent the cards with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription with coupon code Nikachu_G4U. That's 40% G's for you. I'm trying to make a excellent segue here. It was terrible. Okay, next. Toilet Duck says, I think Nikachu had more custom card days. He'd get enough super chat money that he could afford less ad time per episode. Look, this whole channel's run on tons of money. As much sponsor. I can't remember what I said in the past. It's like Nikachu sells out very easily. So even if I got 1 million custom card shows, $1 billion from it, we'd still be doing this. I don't know. What if I had 2 custom card shows a week? Just completely wreck the channel. Just be a pure custom card channel. Rating custom Magic cards, custom Yu-Gi-Oh cards, custom Lorcana. Okay, moving on. Toilet Duck with Baroni Vampire. We have 3 mana. This is just the 3/2. That's how it's very, very sad when very nice art ends up being on a vanilla card. It's too bad. Sorry, Darkin. Sorry, Darkin. Maybe next time. Next up, hold on. How many other? What else did Darkin do? Oh, Darkin got a lot of stuff actually. All right, that wasn't the only thing that Darkin did. Sometimes you get an Ashiok Sculptor of Fears, and sometimes you get a Baroni Vampire. I don't know. It's just the luck of the draw with Wizards, I guess. Bandit Keith with Nut Collector. Welcome back, Bandit Keith. Did this card end up being worthless? It's a 6 mana 1/1. I really do like the details to arts like this. So here, Human Druid. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. It's got threshold. All squirrels get +2/+2 as long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. So it's a weird squirrel. It's like a squirrel bitter blossom, but at 6 mana, you get nothing when it enters the battlefield. You still have to wait an entire turn just to get 1 creature. So like by the time you get this thing out, I mean the game might be already over. We got Bell with the super chat. Draconic Silex. I already spelled that wrong. It doesn't exist. Oh, sorry. Draconian. The Draconian Silex. Oh! This is quite nice looking. 3 mana artifact. Pay 2 tap. Discard a card at random from your hand to regenerate target creature. It's, yeah, it's pretty poor. You know what? It looks pretty good in combat, though. Not bad at all. Noise Marrow with Stream of Thought. Yeah, this card looks brutal, and that's probably... You know what? Just before I go any further, this looks like a Fallen Empire's first draft pick. It's a first draft pick. Oh, this is such a good art. It's so nice. It almost looks poetic, and it's put on just an absolute worthless card. Blue sorcery. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. You shuffle up to 4 cards from your graveyard into your library and replicate for 4 mana. I guess you could and it's sorcery speed. If it was instant speed, I bet it'd actually see a lot of play. You shuffle up to 4 cards from your graveyard. Self-mill, if that's powerful. Temperance, human token? Can I look that up? Is that going to show? So many good arts. What is something that makes human tokens? So many good arts given to 1/1 do-nothings. Does anyone know a creature that makes 1/1 human tokens? I'm blanking right now. Like, I know of cards, I just don't know their names. So that I can look at, because when you look up a card that makes human tokens, then you can click on human token. Heroic, okay, yeah. Let's look up heroic reinforcements. That's a good call. Adeline, Adeline is what I was thinking of. No, these are soldiers, not human tokens. Okay, Adeline. Oops, no, don't go anywhere. We're gonna get your human token, I swear. Where's the human tokens? Look at that one. Look at that. To be honest though, I like nice art on the tokens because if you're a token deck, you're going to make a lot of them. And I like nice tokens versus hideous tokens. Look, there's chickens here. This looks like a scene out of Legend of Zelda. Did anyone attack the chickens in the Ocarina of Time? I thought that's what the chickens were there for. To just completely harass the damn things. Okay, next we got Rooster about to crash into the person. Watch out, it's coming right for us. Fulton, Infinite Guideline Station. Cool spaceship, too much work to set up. 5 mana for a 7/15 spacecraft. Sorry, it's a 7/15 if you can charge it up to 12. When Infinite Guideline Station enters, create a tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. That's actually not too bad. A lot of these stations or spacecraft things, they don't really do a whole lot. So at least this has an ETB that can almost charge it up by itself. And then, of course, if you can charge it up to 12 plus, it's a flying. Whenever Infinite Guideline Station attacks, draw a card for each multicolored permanent you control. Actually seems pretty sweet. Harass the chickens. I like the harass the chickens. That's right. You hit them with the sword. It does, and never kills them. Link would never kill a chicken. Okay, next up we got... You like Ebon Praetor? Hollow 1? Oh, sorry, Hollow 53. Ebon Prey. Oh, do you like that Easter egg? Oh no, this isn't the Easter egg card. 6 mana for a 5/5 avatar. What is even going on here? Is this forced marriage or something? First strike trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a -2/-2 counter on Ebon Praetor and sacrifice a creature. Oh, you're getting sacrificed for our wedding. Sacrifice a creature, remove a -2/-2 counter from Ebon Praetor. If the sacrificed creature was a thrall, put a +1/+0 counter on Ebon Praetor. Play this ability only during your upkeep and only once each turn. Very, very recognizable art. Indiana Jones says, this artwork makes me uncomfortable. Giant bunny and giant devil thing. Throwing away some creature from Avatar. Not the Airbender, Avatar the movie. The Spielberg movie. I got that right. Avatar the movie. The blue people. There, I got a picture of the blue people. See? Yeah, don't. If you see a giant rabbit, run. The Praetor is the Praetor the rabbit? I quite like it though. Noise Marrow says, I've never seen a card put 2 different stat modifying counters on itself. Well, back then they were a little wonky. They were crazy back then. So the worst Avatar? Yeah. The worst of all the Avatar intellectual properties. Okay, next up we have Argent Bast with Promise of Tomorrow. Seb, Mikanon is a goat. Or how do you pronounce his name? McKinnon? Mackinnon? Promise of Tomorrow is a 3-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control dies, exile it. At the beginning of each end step, if you control no creatures, sacrifice Promise of Tomorrow and return all cards exiled with it to the battlefield under your control. There's like so many. It's like it's basically a storage card. We're gonna store your soul, and then it's gonna come back when it's done. If this thing dies, what is it? At the beginning of your end step, if you control... Oh, if you have no creatures in play. If you lost them all, well, they're all going to come back. Anyone with no card yet still? Sir Bruce, Dream Fracture. The Eventide version. Oh, yeah. We have a 3-mana instant. Counter target spell. Its controller draws a card. You also draw a card. So they sort of brought back Arcane Denial. Sort of. But they made it a little bit worse. They could have just made this for 2 mana, I think. Noise Marrow is actually a huge fan of this, what's it called? The Promise of Tomorrow. This enchantment seems kind of sick. Probably a kitchen table card, but it's sort of cool. At least it has a clause. Well, you know what? It needs one more thing, and that it needs, if Promise of Tomorrow is destroyed, you also return the creatures back to the battlefield. That's the problem with these storage cards. Is like, okay, they get stored, they get stored, they get stored, and then they destroy the Promise of Tomorrow, and well, the promise is broken. That's ultimately the problem. Magnum Opus with Orcish Conscripts. Three Stooges, Ice Age. You like them Three Stooges, huh? Was it really based on the Three Stooges? It looks like it. Okay, 1 red for a 2/2. That sounds already unbelievably powerful for, you know, for the time. Cannot be declared. Okay, you know what? I'm done reading that. I'm not even gonna bother with the ancient scripture. This creature can't attack unless at least 2 other creatures attack. Oh, so we need the other Stooges. This creature can't block unless at least 2 other creatures block. This is terrible. I mean, it's borderline worthless. Just borderline worthless. Why not cast Promise of Tomorrow, then board wipe? You could do that as well. Benjamin Berkey wants Rasputin Dreamweaver. Rasputin. The card is sort of cool. And Stream of Thought is a game ender in Turbo Fog decks. Never heard of that win condition. Rasputin Dreamweaver. I actually like these sort of sketchy looking arts. I liked all those alternate art like artifacts. When like the in the Urza sets. I don't know. I like that sort of feel. So this is a 4/1. Enter the battlefield with 7 dream counters on it. Remove a dream counter from it to add a colorless to your mana pool. Remove a dream counter from Rasputin. Prevent the next 1 damage that be dealt to Rasputin this turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Rasputin started the turn untapped, put a dream counter on it. Rasputin cannot have more than 7 dream counters on it. I don't know how good or bad this card actually is. It's probably a bit janky. Voltland, Rediscover the Way. Oh, I love the vertical art too. Huge fan of the vertical art. 3 mana. What does it do? Chapter 1. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That'd be really good. That'd probably be pretty good if it was 2 mana. Unfortunately, at 3 mana. For chapter 3, whenever you cast a non-creature spell this turn, target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Okay, that sucks. No, that's not going to do it, that's for sure. Noise Marrow, did you like the pencil drawing looking alternative arts from Modern Horizons 2? Absolutely. Huge fans of those pencil drawing arts. Next, let's get... If you like the sketch-like arts, you should check out the alt arts from MH2. No, I love them. I love them all. It was cool. They were all great stuff. Hexenort, Mirror Room. Oh, you like this one? Hold on, can we get a can we get a closer up? Oh, unfortunately, you can't see the art super well. Okay, mirror room. It's a room. When you unlock this door, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection in addition to its other creature types. Then we have Fractured Realm. Does this rotate? Oh, this is useless. Or I guess this sort of... You can see the art better here. If a triggered ability of a permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Too much mana. It's the only problem with this type of card. Very, very, very expensive. Next. Mello says, great show. I have to leave, but it was really sweet to look at these cards. Thank you so much, Mello Montoya. Guess we're at no 2 cards yet. Archangel New with Rhystic Cave. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, unless any player pays 1. It's to completely throw out your plan. It gets worse the more players are at the table. Washington with Phil. I'm just a little lost. I don't even know if you spelled his first name right. Is it that how you... Yeah, it's not even how you spell Philip. It starts with an F. I knew it. This card actually is too good for the show. Sorry. There are actually combo decks that... Isn't it... I don't know. Maybe, is it this one or another one? Hold on. When it enters, draw a card. If it enters from your library... Yeah, this is actually too good for the show. There's actually decks built around this card. So Rhystic Cave was a Rishadan port we play against ourselves. That is correct. The anti-Rishadan port. Oh, we got Indiana Jones. Kudzu. Isn't that like the big bush? Yeah, the bush. The bush come and get you. It eat you. Revenge for all the salad humans eat. 3 mana aura, enchant land. When the enchanted land becomes tapped, destroy it. That land's controller attaches Kudzu to a land of their choice. Adaptus, the Horus Hersey. Surprised that there is an a card you think is bad in 40k. So we have for 6 mana a Saga. Chapter 1, for each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target non-legendary creature that player controls for as long as the Horus Heresy remains on the battlefield. Chapter 2, draw a card for each creature you don't... Hold on. Draw a card for each creature you control but don't own. Okay, so it's creatures that you stole. And then Chapter 3, starting with you, each player chooses a creature. Destroy each creature chosen this way. Each player chooses a creature. So you just choose the worst one. Or just destroy one of your opponent's creatures that you stole. Next. Sir Bruce. Copper Leaf Angel. Oh! It's basically a waifu card. Okay, we have a 5 mana 2/2 Angel flying. Tap, sacrifice X lands. Put X +1/+1 counters on Copperleaf Angel. That is terrible. That is so bad. So bad. Sack all your lands. Just make this thing sort of big. Might even die in response. You have to tap the card to activate it. So you're not even going to attack that turn. How is it we've had so many like bad Magic the Gathering card shows and Copperleaf Angel like never showed up? You cast Copperleaf Angel and follow it up with Balance. Oh, that is nasty. That is absolutely nasty. Great idea. So, okay, there is some application or some sort of balance-like card where everyone has to sack lands equal to the number of lands you control. You probably have a lot of mana to play some sort of more expensive balance card. Stormseeker. Copperleaf Angel. Got a little bit more to it than it looks. This is like an Excalibur art. We have a 4 mana instant. Stormseeker deals damage equal to the number of cards in target player's hand to that player. That is interesting. And it's instant speed. So someone could have like 1,000,000 cards in their hand. You just be like Stormseeker, blast you in the face for like 1,000,000,000. Imagine it's like, maybe not an Enter the Infinite type of player, because they probably have some answer to Stormseeker if they draw their entire deck. But this is a fascinating card. It's not on the reserve list. It's a Legends. It's an old Legends card. It's got like really niche. Like I'm not. It's probably bad, but it's got that niche like one shot you out of nowhere potential. Green really does everything. That's right. Green really does do everything. Is there anyone else with no card yet? Lessane doesn't have a card. Miku. The Divine Diva. Wow! Oh, it's an Elspeth. Okay. But, like, absolute, complete wow. 5 mana for a 4 loyalty Elspeth. +2, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. -2, create 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. -5, destroy all other permanents except for lands and tokens. This card is so sad. They should put this art on like the other Elspeth, the 6 mana Elspeth, the one that like goes +1, make 3 tokens. This is terrible. They put this on the wrong damn thing. They put it on the wrong card. Why couldn't all the Miku arts be gorgeous like this? This is pretty detailed. Like this is very nice. What a stinker. I guess the artist didn't care. Elspeth Terrell was overhyped when it launched, and I fell for it hard. Yeah, we're all there. Well, it's like mine. You have to like go down to like defend it. Like, how old is this? Oh, it's Scars of Mirror. It was old. Oh, that was like the OG Elspeth, I see, or one of like maybe one of the first ones. Okay, Washington wants a redemption with Basandra, the Battle Angel. Basandra Battle Seraph. So this is a 5 mana 4/4. We got flying. You know, we got a lot. Those angel creatures have a very holy religion. How to put it? Very religious look to them. Flying. Players can't place spells during combat. That can be a good thing. Pay a red. Target creature attacks this turn if able. Well, I mean, I would never play this thing, so I put it in the category of bad. But it actually looks a little bit more playable than the other cards. Players can't play spells during combat. No combat tricks. But you can activate abilities. So once you get to combat, then you can force people to attack. Interesting. Okay, Bryce. It's another one of those cards. Like it's a bad card, but like, you know, it's got some cool niche potential. Make a Wish has beautiful art. We've got Make a Wish for 4 mana, sorcery. Return 2 cards at random from your graveyard to your hand. Well, let me tell you, if you only have 2 cards in your graveyard, you'll definitely get what you want. Someone threw their coin down the drain. Make a Wish. I don't know how valuable the currency is over there. It's basically throwing their money away. Literally throwing their money down the drain. That's what Making a Wish does. Nightingale, Living Armor. One of the classic looking cards. Pay 4 for an artifact. Tap, sack Living Armor to put a +0/+X counter on target creature where X is equal to that creature's casting cost. That is such an unusual card. So equal to how big the creature was to cast, we can sacrifice this thing and sort of save its butt. The fact Make a Wish and Grapple with the Past are references is one of my favorite MTG details. Oh, they had the sort of Easter eggs. No, I hear ya. Next we got. You didn't get a card, Megamika? Tika's Dragon. Does this exist? Is it 1K? The card doesn't exist. Sorry about that. We'll go to Pabno. Release the hounds. Or I mean dogs. Smithers, release the hounds. Oh my god, literally is releasing the hounds. So we have a 4-mana sorcery. Create 4 1/1 dog creature tokens. Can anyone tell the difference? I'm not a huge dog person, so I can't tell the breeds. Can anyone name all 4 breeds over here? I see a... Oh, this actually mostly this looks like a wolf to me, honestly. It doesn't even look like a dog. Doggone misspelling. Yep. Oh, it's Tika. Okay, let's look at Tika. Tika's, what is it called? Tika's Dragon. Yeah, it's a sick looking dragon card. There's art. It's 9 mana for a 5/5. Now it's got Flying, Trample, and Rampage 4. Everything that you'd love as a complete noob to this game. Tika's Dragon counts as a dragon. Well, I would most certainly hope so. Most certainly hope so. Here's everyone coming to, who was its rescue? Was it Washington? No, it was Mega Mika. That was your card. We have a super chat from Bryce. Thanks so much for your super chat, Bryce. Gift of Orzhova. That was the first card. Wasn't that? I think that was the first card. That was the card we started the show with. Or maybe I'm wrong. You accidentally got well, not sniped. But like this is the card that we started the show with. I didn't know this card was so popular. Like in terms of the art. Maybe they made like playmats and crap like that out of this thing. Okay, we're gonna have to donate this super chat to we'll donate to Felicia. Themberchod. It's a cute chunky dragon. Okay, Thember... Yeah, it is, actually. It makes me smile just looking at it. 7 mana for a 5/5 Trampler. When it enters, deals X damage to each other creature without flying, and each player, where X is the number of mountains you control. That's pretty strong if you're on, like, a mono-red deck. You may exert Thumberchod as he attacks. When you do, he gains flying until end of turn. See, if you try hard enough, you can fly. Come on! We just do at least 5 minutes of flying. One more push-up. Very funny ability too. Oh, an exerted creature won't untap during your next untap step. Oh, I thought there was gonna be something. Thought there was gonna be something funny there, Airwolf. What a chaw, that's right. Old friend Bear with vicious betrayal. Vicious Betrayal is a 5-mana sorcery. As an additional cost to play Vicious Betrayal, sacrifice any number of creatures. Now, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn for each creature sacrificed this way. Is that it? Sacrifice any number of creatures. So basically, we're sacking a bunch of stuff to go all in on another thing. But at sorcery speed, that's what makes this card so miserable. It's the most ultimate blow potential. Also, okay, you can get screwed by counter spells because it's an additional cost to cast this card. You have to sack it. You got to target creature, so then they can remove the creature in response. There's a lot of ways this goes horribly wrong, and very few ways this goes right. Bryce is like, isn't Falling Star technically a bad card? I don't know. I don't, like, you know what? Honestly, I wouldn't count it because I think Falling Star is based. Well, I guess it's a bad card because you have to flip it from the air and it deals 3 damage to what is likely to be a single permanent, because when it's on the stack, everyone's going to move their stuff as far away as possible so it can't hit more than one thing. To be honest, the funny thing is I think Falling Star has more playability today in the Commander era than ever before, or in stuff like Chaos Orb, where like the board states are really cluttered and you have like no way of separating your permanents. It's like impossible. So Falling Star will at least hit like 2 or 3 more cards. Vornificus loves Draco. You're a Draco person, huh? Draco actually does have a very iconic art for a card that is just worthless. 16 mana for a 9/9. Now it'll cost you less for each basic land type among lands you control, so it can be 6 mana. Flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Draco unless you pay 10. This cost is reduced by 2 for each basic land type among lands you control. Steve Cooper, Mana Forge, Cinder. When I read Cinder, I think of the Killer Instinct character. Cinder! Glacius. Fight off. Okay, Mana Forge Cinder is a 1-mana 1/1 elemental shaman. For 1 mana, add black or red to your mana pool. So we're just filtering. Play this ability no more than 3 times each turn. Sounds like a lot, actually. No more than 3 times. That's probably enough to cast all the cards I need to cast. This also again looks the posture looks like it's a legendary card of some sort. Your favorite card with Saberwolf? Saberwolf! I actually was a Glacius person. Well, the only thing I remember from my childhood playing Killer Instinct is my thumb had this massive callus on it because it was so important to keep moving your finger across the D-pad constantly to pull off the combos. I just like wrecked my thumb. Enjoyed the game though. I should look up a tier list. I don't even know who the best characters in that game were. This card walks so Nadu can run. What? Okay, let's get coming from Argentina. I should, gotta support the members right here. Whiteout. Mystery booster, please. What is we have it like a joke over here. There's no art. This is the greatest of all art, huh? Well, sometimes a blank canvas is something to behold. All right, that's it for today, people. Thank you so much for being here. This is a unique show, actually. I think people were calling for like a... to be honest, most people are calling for like great card, bad art shows. I'm not going to do that, but, bad card, great art, I definitely can do that. As usual, we do these shows 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please be there if you want to be a part of that show. And also thanks to everyone who supports the show financially. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, we have to thank everyone who's here today because I don't make this show by myself. I need people like Lil Deadfly and Steve Cooper and Doc Sigma. We got Mega Mika, Bell, Pabno, Adaptus, Argentina, Dinglebag, Mercenary, Hollow, Spectral, Maniac, Noise Marrow, Arrow Wolf. You seem like a Saberwolf type of person back then. Saberwolf character for Killer Instincts. Ed Preen, Bryce, Hexenort, and many more. Whiteout is all white in the art, yes. And as of course, keep brewing those coffees, my coffee crew, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cut.